Is the brand new Warframe Operation Plague Star a little underwhelming? Let's talk about that for a second. How's it going, Felines? My name is CJ or M.C.I.K, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new operation in Warframe called Plague Star. A lot of people are saying a lot of different things about this, and today we're going to get to the bottom of it. It did add a whole lot of content to the game, but it did add some pretty nice rewards. But before we get into any of that, let's actually talk about what this is, the story behind it, and basically what the rewards are going to be. So the whole thing behind this operation is that there is a boil that came from outer space, landed in the plains of Eidolon. It's spawning, infested, all over the place. The infected are all spread out to the plains. It kind of puts their life in jeopardy. So your objective basically is to get rid of this boil in the most efficient way possible. And basically what you have to do is a number of different objectives. In a way, this new operation is just like one big bounty that you have to play over and over again. Now, a lot of people, a lot of Tenno and felines of my own actually have said that this is a little underwhelming. And they were kind of excited for this whole operation. And of course, it did turn it out just to be a big grind fest. Honestly though, what can you expect from Warframe? It's just kind of what they do. It's what they're based around, is grinding and doing the same mission over again, which some people enjoy it. It's easy. Some people get tired of it, and some people are just straight out, just flat out bored of it, and they just want something new. But in a way, yes, the new operation is basically just you grinding one bounty over and over and over again until you have all the standing that you need to start getting rewards. And basically, if you didn't know already, M.C.I.K is involved in this as well with his Grineer. He has the ability to get rid of this boil, the toxic serum, and he can get rid of the boil if he so chooses to, which of course he does not want to. He wants to see the infested flourish and basically just take over the plains. So basically what our objective is to go out of the plains, get the toxins that the Grineer actually have, and obtain them and use them against the boil, and I guess slowly but surely take out the boil. First thing you want to do to get started on this operation is head over to Kunzu. He'll be right here, and when you talk to him, as you guys can see, if you go over to bounties, he will have the Plague Star at the very top. This is it. This is the one mission you will be grinding throughout the entire operation. This will give you 1,000 plus standings. What it means by that is it will give you 1,000 standing, and of course you can actually increase that amount by using boosters in a sense. On top of that, you will also get some rewards like these set mods, relics, 100 kuva. Not the greatest rewards, but there are optional rewards as well, so that way you want to keep grinding them, you can get some pretty decent mods as well, because trust me, you will be grinding the hell out of this mission. And remember, the standing that you get from doing the Plague Star bounty, it will not go to your Cetus bounty, it will go over to a separate bounty, which I'm heading to right now, live right here. So the person right here, M.C.I.K, I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but basically she is going to be the one holding your standing for this operation. Click on operational supply, and as you guys can see here, it's a whole new syndicate or faction, whatever you want to call it. This is basically a new syndicate for the operation. Now, right now, currently I have 11,000. I'm still grinding on this. I'm only on the very first tier, and of course, the higher tiers you go up, you can get better items. And here are all the rewards for the operation. Now, this is where it gets good. A lot of people are really happy about the rewards they're giving, which is great. Like, I'm totally down for this. I just think that this is a little grindy, and a lot of people are saying that this is underwhelming, the whole thing, the whole operation. But however, take a second to look at some of these rewards. So first off, we have the Plague Star emblem. The emblem is, of course, you can only obtain this once, so while it's here. So if you want it, it's like a one-time purchase. You can't ever get it again. If you want it, get it now. It's a little meteor, a little infested boil crushing down into the plains. Kind of cool. There are some things that you can actually get in the plains, like the Cetus wisps, some fish parts that are pretty rare, and whatnot. So if you want to get some of those, you can get those for 750 standing. So pretty decent. You can get some pretty rare gems as well, so that would be a pretty good option. I would say get some of these after you get the better rewards and you just have more standing you don't know what to do with, then go for some of these. This would definitely be a good option. The sacrifice mod is going to allow your sentinel to revive you if there's no teammates near, and the fulmination mod is going to allow you to increase the blast radius for secondary launchers, things like the Coal Star or the Angstrom. And of course, there are some other things like the Snipetron, a great weapon. If you guys don't have that, definitely give that a look. We have the Ether Daggers, so if you don't have that, also pretty decent weapon. Good status chance, not the greatest crits, not the greatest attack speed, but good slash and good status. And then we have, of course, Fo Moe, which is alright, but these two are going to be, I'm not 100% sure exactly what they are classified. I'd say arcanes in a way. Basically, these allow you to have passive. If you attack with the melee, it unleashes a projectile of infested energy after a bullet jump or double jump, which is kind of cool. And this one kind of does something similar. Slam attacks after a bullet jump or double jump unleashes a shockwave of infested energy. I'll have to get my hands on this and try it out. I think that's pretty cool. Infested energy. I'm not really sure how that's going to look, but it does take some pretty hefty resources. So 10 Cetus Wisps and 3 Heart Nits. And then the last 4 down here are going to be parts strictly only available during this operation. These are parts you can craft with at Hawk's Anvil, so I kind of recommend you guys get these. These are really cool. These are parts that will only be able to be obtained during this operation. So you got, you know, the staff, you got the head here, the handle, which looks absolutely baller. Oh my god, that's so cool. However, the one thing I did not go over yet was this, the Eidolon Phylaxis. I don't know, I'm probably saying that terribly wrong, but this right here is the Eidolon Jizz. This is what is going to allow you to actually get more standing for this syndicate every time you go on that mission, that specific bounty. You can kind of consider these like boosters. You can actually give you more standing if you equip these and use them, and they are one-time use in the bounties, the Plague Star bounty. So yeah, buy the blueprint whenever you can. Get the blueprint, it'll be sent to your foundry, and then build it. It will cost you Iridite, Grok Drill, a Nestle Pod, and some credits, and then after you build that, after 2 minutes, you'll get 5 of these. Put these in your gear slot and use them during the mission. That will increase the amount of standing you will get per mission. And by the way, on top of the Eidolon Cum, you can actually get more rep from another way. Actually, if you go to your dojo and you go to your infested lab, in here, as you guys can see, there is a thing called the infected catalyst, and these basically work the same way as the jar of cum, of Eidolon cum works. You just basically use it, and you mix it into the toxin, and you basically get more standing. However, if you're in a really high tier clan, it's going to take a lot of resources. So currently at the moment, we're still researching this biche, but yeah, it's going to take a while, but definitely I recommend you guys go for these because these actually help a lot and will definitely speed up the farming process. And honestly guys, that's about it for the rewards and the backstory. Now, when we're talking about the actual operation itself, the only thing underwhelming for me is the operation mission itself. The thing is, Felines, it's like the same thing you're doing over and over again. Not the fact, I'm not going to say that there is no challenge. There is a little bit of a challenge. I would have liked to see a little more challenge though for veterans, and I don't know. I think they could have done a little more with this for the mission at least. The rewards are great. The mission, I don't know, not so much. So basically, he's going to tell you first off to head to one of the nearby underground camps. If you didn't know already, a lot of these camps, a lot of these tunnels were actually closed and were not opened. After this Plague Star bounty though, after this update, the operation, a lot of them are opening up, if not all of them. So all you gotta do when you find the Thorax Toxin, and by the way, it'll be in the same spot every time for each different cave. If you've been in that cave before, you'll know where it's at the next time. Basically, you just find that machine, and then when you're done extracting the toxin out of that, you are all set for the first stage. And then once you are done with that part, all you gotta do is take this toxic to a mixer, a Garnier mixer. It should look exactly like the vault, the ones that you usually do in the bounties. You put it in the mixer after you open the mixer up. You drop it in there, you defend for 3 minutes, and when you're done with that, you just go back into the mixer and grab the toxin. And then once you have got the toxin, all you gotta do is go find a drone nearby, and then put that toxin into the drone, and the drone will escort that right to the boil. And the last stage of this bounty is when you are done with that. You just gotta basically kill enough infested around the boil. You gotta purge a lot of the infested around the boil, and then once you've killed 100% of the infested, not all of them, just 100%, for this objective to be completed, it will say you're done. Kanzu will congratulate you, and you can head back onto Cetus. From there, you can accept the bounty again and do it all over again, and that's honestly, that's about it. One last thing to mention before I end the video off, though, you will encounter a couple Lephantis. I'm not sure why they put them in here, but basically they will spawn. I think it's randomly. I'm pretty sure it's randomly RNG based, unless it might involve what you do during the mission, like if you use a certain, maybe the catalyst, the infected catalyst, or whatever. And this will trigger some of the Lephantis to spawn out of the boil. They're pretty easy to kill, definitely not nearly as hard as Lephantis. You just shoot all of the heads, and they will drop these small little green objects, and these are Hemocyte cystoliths, and these are going to basically be the things you'll use to craft the trophy for this operation once it's over. So, like I said, guys, it's going to be a very grindy operation, and in my opinion, I feel like they could have done a little more with this, because I can speedrun this entire thing by myself, solo. It's super easy. Like, it does not take me any time to do all of this objectives, like, you know, to get done with like the mixer. I mean, the mixer is probably the longest part, 3 minutes, just waiting defense, you know. That's literally the entire part, honestly. The rest of it just doesn't take any time at all. And there are people that are finding ways to make it even faster, like teleporting the drone faster to the boil using Nova's teleport ability. So it's really cool to see people, you know, come up with new ideas like that. I think Limbo works pretty damn well. It makes it a lot easier. You can watch some stuff on like Netflix while you're doing this. You can just use his 4th ability and his 2nd ability while you guys are just waiting for that thing to get mixed. So there's a lot of good frames you can go with. Mesa's great. She can just pretty much kill everything in the area. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. My name is M.C.I.K or CJ. This has been the Operation Plague Star. Subscribe to join the Feline pack today. I'll catch you guys for tomorrow's video. Have a great day. Stay sexy, stay cool, and enjoy the farm.